This is Gary Jordan of Foodaholics Anonymous. And I haven't played anything for this channel. I've been kind of busy dealing with other crazy stuff on my Natural Law for North America channel. But I still play, I still practice every day. And the reason I'm actually even doing this video is I was actually requested on a forum. And I'm wearing the poncho. It's a little warm today, but I happen to love this thing. And it's been cold in the morning because I currently live on the coast, and the central coast gets cold and foggy, and for an old desert rat, it's not fun. I've been requested to play the theme song to an old TV show that I grew up on. In fact, happened to be one of the reasons I got into the school band. I never did the marching or any of that, but I got to play for about 2 years. I played timbre flute, the metal one, the concert blowing flute, where you do this thing. And I've actually played that. But I was inspired by a TV series called Kung Fu. And in spite of the name and the fact that the first thing you think of is the fighting, there was plenty of that. But what I thought was important about it was a couple things. One, the theme song is beautiful. When you hear it, you'll see why. If you've never heard it before, you'll love it, I think. Hopefully it won't be too bad on a Bolivian instrument. Though China has lots of bamboo. Most cultures around the world actually do. Bamboo or a similar type of plant because of the tone quality. But the things that I thought that were important about it were, it introduced me to Chinese philosophy, Taoist, because I'd already been exposed to some of the ideas from India, such as Hinduism, some of the yogis, and some of the yoga, particularly Hatha yoga and Raja yoga, the royal yoga. But I wasn't familiar with China. And the other thing was the character. One of the main characters was a Master Po. And it was cool. They had flashbacks where he's a Chinese American. He's a half European, half Chinese. And he's the first Shaolin, first student in a Shaolin temple. Because they only had full Chinese, and they made an exception for him because in some ways he was always the head. That was the main character, Kwai Chang Caine. And one of his teachers was a blind monk, totally blind. His iris, the color part of your eye is called the iris, and it was white because there was nothing there. His pupil didn't move, nothing, because he was completely blind. I suspect his pineal gland, his third eye, could see, but his external eye, the ones we're most familiar with, does not see. I didn't see. So he kind of introduced the idea that even though you're totally blind, you can do anything. He was those Chinese shurikens. He was even throwing those, and with young Caine, when Caine was a little older, they did exercise it with a bow. And the idea was to show that here was a severely disabled Chinese that was a master. He wasn't just a student, he was a master. He was an old man with a great little goatee beard. He was an old master. He wasn't the abbot, the head monk. That was Master Han. But anyway, but he was kind of cool because he sort of showed what was possible to a world that is limited in thinking merely in our eyes. Supposedly, according to the Egyptians, we have 300 senses. Well, I don't know what the other ones do, but you can hear, regardless of your range. There's always a range. You can hear something. Smell. Taste. Your little fingers and toes. Oh, gotta wiggle them toes. You know, you feel the earth. Anyway, okay, I'm getting goofy over here. So I'm gonna. Anyway, that was the main thing I wanted to get through with you guys, was that the song, the theme was the first really that inspired me to actually learn and play a flute, and some of the benefits of the show, because it wasn't all about fighting. He did it the last resort, and he did as little harm as he could possibly do. That was not something you still don't see. In most martial arts movies, it was blood and guts where they're bleeding or blood burning out of their mouths and stuff like that. But here, Master Kwai Chang Caine, because he had to go to America because he was no longer welcome in China. He murdered the emperor. He killed in defense of his master Po, who was hurt, who was killed by the emperor's nephew. Anyway, so he was forced to go into exile. But anyway, I'm going to play the song before this thing gets too long and uploading becomes a nightmare. Hopefully I will get this right on this one. It is a Bolivian flute, and that's not what they played it on, but it still should sound okay. Well, anyway, that's the theme song from the old TV series Kung Fu. I've seen it on YouTube, so you can find it, look for it, and see whole episodes on YouTube, I think. Wikipedia also has the series episodes in order, so you can kind of figure it out. So, anyway, have yourself a great evening, and stay cool now. It's summer in the Northern Hemisphere, and I'll get rid of this thing. Bye-bye.